Hello there, I'm Maple Dungeons, and today I'm going to be introducing you to a game by the name of Teleglitch. Teleglitch is a cool top-down roguelike slash shooter. It's a survival game, and it's really cool in a lot of ways. The audio, the visuals, everything about it, the gameplay itself mostly of course, makes the game really have this awesome feel of survival. It makes you feel like you are fighting against this world and just barely surviving. And it also has a really awesome sense of exploration as well, just discovering what this whole thing's about and what happened. The whole thing takes place on this planet far in the future where a military testing facility have been experimenting, and one of their experiments has gone really wrong. I won't go farther into it because A, I don't want to spoil anything, and B, because I have not made it that far into the game. As I mentioned, this thing is a roguelike, so there is full permadeath involved, and the game is very difficult, so chances are you are not going to complete the game on your first try unless you are incredible at games or extremely lucky. There is a total of 10 levels, I believe, in the game, and so far I have made it to the 3rd level once. I died a whole bunch of times on this first level, and then I made it to the 2nd level a few times. I died on it each time except that one time when I managed to just scrape by and beat the 2nd level with a few HP left, and then die immediately to just a swarm of zombies on the 3rd level. The footage you'll be seeing here in the background will be of the 1st level, because again, I really don't want to spoil anything. And you know, in most games when I or anyone would say I don't want to spoil something, they're usually meaning the story, but I really don't want to spoil the gameplay itself too much. I really don't want to spoil the cool things you might discover for yourself in the game, the cool secrets, the cool shocks and surprises. The game isn't too heavy in terms of actual storyline. It just has you as a lone survivor attacking a whole bunch of mutants and occasionally finding these text messages that indicate what happened on the ship. And that's about all. The majority of the fun of the game obviously comes from the gameplay and from the atmosphere that this game gives off. The pure atmosphere is just great, and if you're a fan of that survival kind of thing that I know a lot of people are, you will probably enjoy this game. The graphical quality of the game is lo-fi, and it might be too low fidelity for a lot of people. It's entirely pixelated, and that's about it. As you see though, there's some cool stuff going on with the actual game, the way it looks, because it's basically just a 2D game on the surface, but these walls give a cool vibe of an extra 3D element. The pillars and all the walls go in angles, so when you turn around a corner, you can't really see everything around it. You have to actually go around the corner. So it gives that perspective without having to go into first person or anything like that. And I can't stress how much I love that, considering while most people, yeah, I'd say most people prefer a first person perspective, I don't. I can't really explain why I don't like first person, but for some reason I get a lot more enjoyment when the perspective is either in third or top down or whatever, as long as it's not first. Anyway, back to the game and its great atmosphere. The atmosphere comes from, other than the audio and the visuals, it comes from the weapons and the ammunition. It comes from the amount of ammunition you'll need and not having to waste that, because you will run out if you do. This is not the kind of game that you can just go Rambo and keep on shooting everything, wasting a bunch of bullets, because you will run out pretty quick. And while I think it's probably going to be possible to actually do most of the game melee, that is going to be extremely difficult, and unless you get really skilled at it, I doubt you're going to be able to do that, because you are going to die pretty quickly. You find bullets in the environment, and you find bullets in chests and new guns in chests, and you'll actually find different parts in chests, so you'll be able to do a kind of crafting thing where you'll combine explosives with different random items such as pipes and boxes of nails. That is the more fun part of the game, finding cool ways to kill the enemies, and it strikes a good balance with the whole dark aspect, which makes me want to just go back to the writing for a second. All the messages you'll find all around the place, and especially the death messages, what that you'll find when you die, they're random and they are pretty good. They are generally kind of funny in a really dark way, so you can kind of look forward to that, and it of course adds to the whole experience. Now I feel like I'm kind of rambling at this point, but everything in the game so far kind of really fits together really well. I'm going to keep on playing this, but it's going to take a while. Like I said, there's 10 levels that are completely randomly generated, and they are hard, and I have only gotten to level 3 so far. So, from what I have seen so far, I have to recommend this game to you if you want a difficult experience. It does the roguelike part extremely well by giving it a feel of, well, it makes dying fun, and that is, to me, the mark of a successful roguelike. And then it does the shooting part well by making it difficult, making the AI pretty reasonable for what the game is, and by making weapons and bullets scarce, so you're gonna have to use a variety of things in order to properly combat your enemies. The game is available for $13 or your regional equivalent, so I'll link that below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Maple Dungeons. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, you can subscribe to the channel and let me know. I'll see you next time.